Well, they're right at it again. Chemtrailing out the sun, spraying chemical contrails to block out the sun and infringe upon its sunlight. There you got a big chemical contrail there sprayed horizontally. That is all the result of one large chemical contrail that's spreading out. These two are there. And I guess the poor moon's not going to have any chance. Is that the moon? Can't be. What? Oh, that's a whiff of chemtrail. I thought that little... I'll have to take a look at that in a minute. But this is what they do. That is all chemical contrails being sprayed in New York State. So, you know, they can fact check all they want and put that little contrail fact check at the bottom. Because read it. Go ahead and read what Google and Wikipedia want you to believe. That these are normal contrails that dissipate. And I'm prepared to stand here for 20 minutes and show you how it dissipates like Wikipedia fact check says. Do you see all these long little wisp lines in the sky? These are all man-made. All this. I don't know if that's a chemtrailer, but maybe we can see what a normal contrail does, how it dissipates. Let's take a look. Scumbag identified. Okay, let's see. Let me zoom back out. Hold on. You see, there is some sun shining. I can't see the screen, but they're trying to do all they can to get in the way of that. All right, we got this guy up there. Let's see what that is. The back end looks like it's dissipating. Okay? But I am aware of normal contrails, and then when they get into the position or area they want, then they can turn on other sprayers, and then it's a chemtrail. I mean, I don't know about this one. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, but you see the jerk there spraying. And the contrails I look at dissipate a little faster, but this one looks like it's dissipating at the end. So, but this shit here is chemtrails. We got rainbows in the sky because this shit has heavy metal content. Okay, reflection. I don't know if they're trying to make the sky into a screen for something called Project Bluebeam, where they can start projecting UFO alien type craft. I don't know, this one might be a chemtrail. We're gonna watch it and see what it does. If it spreads out like this, then it's a chemtrail. Well, look at that, huh? Rainbows in the clouds. You see, I was gonna do some work, but I come out and here we go. Here we are with all this man-made chemical haze in the sky. Okay, this is not normal. What's up, man? Okay, that might just be a thicker contrail. But we'll see. I'm watching this end because this end looks worse than that end. You see what I mean? And they have the ability, if you don't think they have the ability to turn on and off sprayers, you're crazy. You have a low IQ. Look at that. What is that? A rainbow in the cloud. Wow. All the heavy metals. I mean, if this were nighttime, if I could switch it to night and shine a flashlight, you'd see trillions of particles raining down. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call that a chemtrail. Yep. Yes, sir. That's a chemtrail. Sure is. It's what these scumbags do. There's various types of chemtrails. See, these are the heavy ones. That one there is a heavy chemtrail designed to spread out like that. All this is all chemical contrails spreading out. Just terrible. Let's take a look at that water vapor. That people think's water vapor? I don't think so. That's a chemtrail. Oh, I gotta walk in the shade. They're doing all they can to block out the sun. Another half an hour, they'll be successful. Just horrible. Just horrible. Last night I filmed the moon and I was looking for satellites, and then I reviewed the tape, and at about 1:38 there is an object that starts at 6 o'clock on the moon and goes straight up to 12 on the moon. I can't tell what it is until I get home and get it on my Mac. Then I can zoom in better. But I have a funny feeling it's that high altitude drone they call the ISS, which is just a highly classified, highly advanced drone mocked up to look like a spaceship, space station ISS. And it's in the, I hate saying atmosphere because Earth or wind, air does not curve into a sphere. Look at that, it's horrible. Just horrible. Horrible. Let's zoom in. That is not water vapor. You see that? That is not a normal contrail. Dissipating. Do you know what dissipating means and what spreading out means? Okay, they're the exact opposite in this case. That is a chemtrail. These people are blatant scumbags. That is not dissipating. It's spreading out and doing what it was designed to do. You people have to stop instantaneously believing everything Wikipedia says. Okay, there are agendas, there are programs that these people do to secure more funding, and they are not going to give you any results that contradict the research that they intend to try to procure more funding for, like polonium halos. We know about them because some creationists brought it to our attention. But these scumbags want to say, oh, well, polonium halos are only found in the cracks of granite, and that's how they got in there. But they don't tell you that they find polonium halos deep within the granite where there are no cracks. And the thing about polonium halos is that they have a very short shelf life, no more than 15 minutes, and it turns into something else. But when you find granite, it would be like finding a glass of frozen water with Alka-Seltzer in it that didn't fizz away, dissolve. You'd know something happened rather quickly to trap that Alka-Seltzer in there. And that's the same thing with polonium halos in granite. They try to say granite took 1 billion years to cool down to become granite from a molten state. But meanwhile, it has polonium halos in it. Oh, chemtrails, just terrible. Look at that, some type of rainbow in the cloud. Metallic, that's the heavy metals, I believe. Reflection. Terrible, look at that shit. This shit all makes me sick to look at. Just terrible what they spray in our skies. Scumbags. These people who follow scientism don't realize there's two branches. There's real science that can be demonstrated, and then there's scientism, which relies on artist renderings, animation, and one theory after another, after another, after another. Okay. We're lied to about our cosmology. Okay. They tell you some truth on the outside, and then on the inside, they strangle you with lies. This is terrible, what they're doing. In our skies. The moon is behind these terrible chemtrails they spray. This is the only blue area, but off the screen I can see about 20 chemical contrails stacked horizontally. You might not be able to see them on the screen, but the whole sky is infested with this shit. And that's what they do right there. You see that? That metallic rainbow, I don't even think that reflection could come unless the sun was local. You see what I'm saying? The sun has to be right there for it to make that reflection there. Like that. Look at this. And you just seen that scumbag bring it in. That's all chemtrail. That probably formed over Lake Ontario where they're primarily spraying. All this shit is all chemical contrails stacked on each other horizontally. Fucking scumbags. That's what they are. Look at that shit. These pieces of shit. Scumbags.